A horrific case of child abuse that left a 5-year-old girl dead.
Her mother now arrested just hours ago. She and her boyfriend are both now charged with serious bodily injury to a child.
And while we won't be sharing any graphic details, this story still comes with a warning for its sensitive nature. News 4 San Antonio's Robin O'Guinye brings us more.
This is 22-year-old Katrina Mendoza, arrested for injury to a child. According to police documents, she, along with her boyfriend, brought her unresponsive 5-year-old daughter, Mercedes Lozoya, to Southwest General Hospital Monday. Mercedes was pronounced dead less than 20 minutes after arriving. Mendoza's boyfriend, 25-year-old Jose Angel Ruiz, is also being charged with injury to a child.
We have a 5-year-old victim who's deceased. And like I said before, it's a very tragic situation.
According to the medical examiner, the little girl appeared to have suffered extreme physical abuse and torture. We can't mention everything.
What is going on, my Patriots? How y'all guys doing? Welcome to another edition of, you guessed it, Joel's Views and Views, Conservative News and Views. And y'all know what it usually is. Our famous, this is Brown Blackistan Chronicles. That's right, the Brown Blackistan. Reason why I call it Brown Blackistan, because it's basically when you got brown people with the Blackistan mentality. In tonight's episode, we have this young girl right here, Mercedes Lozoya. Now, a lot of people have been talking about this story. I just found out about this story. Shout out to Baller Alert. Shout out to y'all putting me on Baller Alert. And when I heard about this story, this was heart-wrenching. This little girl basically just abused, tortured by her mother and her boyfriend. See, guys, starting to become a pattern around here in the Blackistan, the Brownistan, and the White Glacier Valley communities. These baby mama terroristic acting women. Shout out to my boy Mr. Palmer with that baby mama terrorist slogan. He the one started. He even got it copyrighted. It's real. This is a real thing. These women do not give two damns about their children. She's 22 years old. This guy's 25. Only thing they want to do is do whatever they can for their own selfish reasons. This girl was 5 years old. That means she had this little girl at the age of 16 or 17. This girl never had a chance. Her little sister, thank God, got rescued out from the home. They never had a chance. This is what happens in these areas, man. They don't care. Now, some of the stuff they can't really go into, but I will tell you more about it on here. This will be a trigger warning. I'm probably going to have to archive this one because it's so graphic, but we're going to proceed on with the story.
In the report because some details are very disturbing. Noted in that report, sections of Mercedes' hair was missing. Her body was covered from head to toe with swelling, lacerations, and bruises associated with marks you'd see from a belt. Her feet and toes had deep abrasions with missing toenails. The wounds were in different stages of healing, indicating the abuse may have gone on for a longer period of time.
My thing is, why do these people do these horrible things to these children? Then they turn around and then they want to do the rescue operation. They want to take them to the hospital. They want to give them a whole synopsis that don't make sense. And then when they do this, then they turn around and then they want a pity party because they want to play like, well, I'm a victim of abuse. The actual my husband or whatever has done this to me and this, that, and the third. I don't believe it. It's a lie to me. And the reason why I say that is because why are you going to lie like that? You mean to tell me you're going to just sit there and let your child get messed up like this? You just going to sit there and let your child that you birthed as a mother get abused by a man that ain't birthed this child, ain't even helped make the child at all? That lets me know you're a monster. You're not a mother. You're a monster. You're a monster. You can't tell me you a mom. And to go to sleep at night and lay down with the monster and get back up the next morning like things ain't is normal, yes, you deserve everything legally that's coming to you. They need to do more than throw you under the jail. If the death penalty counted for situations like this, which I would go for a death penalty for you, you would get the max. I would want to be the one to pull the lever down and see you fry. Because this is disturbing. This is a baby. This is a 5-year-old. This is a baby, man. That's a baby. Lord have mercy.
Time. Also, according to the medical examiner, there is no clear or obvious injury that caused Mercedes' death and that further investigation is needed. Mercedes does have a 6-year-old sister. We reached out to Child Protective Services to ask if CPS had visited this family before and where the 6-year-old is now. They sent us this statement. It says, quote, CPS is jointly investigating this case with law enforcement. The family has been involved with the department before. CPS has the 6-year-old sister in foster care.
This is why we hate CPS. This is why right here. You know why we hate CPS? Because they never do their job. I'm going through this right now. They don't do their job. They don't. They suck. All they want to do is wait until the child is damn near dead. And then it's okay. Or the child is dead. Then they want to rescue the other children involved. Well, let's go in here and let's try. Let's do a rescue. What? You want to do a rescue now? You want to do a rescue now after the kid has been in danger? Yeah, it might be. Like I said, I just found this out. I just found this case out. That, oh, you ain't wrong. I just found this out. I mean, this right here is wow. I don't get it. I'm sitting here trying to wrap my head around it. How do we get here? I mean, how do we get here? And then you allow this to happen. You allow your child to get violated like this, and your response to it is, well, I tried. You tried. Put a one in the chat if you was a mother and you saw somebody violating a child that you have took the time to birth, that God has given you that ability to birth, that you would not be whooping ass. I know my wife would. Let me do something like that to one of my children, or put my children in harm's way and see what my wife won't do. My wife would fuck me up, and I wouldn't blame her. That's what she's supposed to do. That's what she's supposed to do. I just want to know, where is the people that's supposed to be riding for children at? Where are you alphabet soup people? Y'all love to say y'all want to ride for people and shit. Where y'all at? Why ain't y'all marching for this baby here? Y'all say y'all want kids to be uh, treasured and respected and loved and all this stuff, but yet we have these type of stories. Y'all are never around. Never. Where's her parade at? Who gonna march for this little girl? Who gonna get justice for this little one? Man, this shit here crazy.
Detectives say after searching Ruiz's apartment and finding evidence connected to the case, it appeared the abuse may have occurred there. We visited a prior address listed for Mendoza. While there, we talked to someone related to her who said they kicked her out a while ago and she had many visits there from CPS.
Don't wait till it's too late. Speak out now. Call police. You can call anonymous. You can call the non-emergency number. You can call the emergency number if you feel like it. You can be anonymous, but this is something that can be.
Okay, so they're telling you, speak out now. Speak out now. Hold on. As I was saying, man, like they tell you to call, you call these folks. And when you call these folks, the first thing they do it is go out here and and never do what they say. Never. They never go and take this stuff serious. They wait until the children are almost dead or dead. Then they come in and want to do something. The CPS system is failing us. As a people, they're failing us. Name a situation where CPS has been called recently where there was multiple calls and they actually removed people. Let me look at some of these comments here. A man said, let me read some of this. A man said, when I got custody of my daughter, we had an interview with CPD because her mom had an open case. When they interviewed my daughter, to the following day, CPS went to San Antonio and SWAT and removed her. That's what's up. Let me ask y'all this. How many of y'all ever heard of CPS calling the people that got the open case on them and giving them a heads up they're coming to visit before? Put a one if you ever heard of that. Because they do it popular in the South. I don't know why they do that shit in the South. They always give them a courtesy call before coming up there. They need to quit that shit. Quit giving them a courtesy call. Come through. That's what you're supposed to do. Come through. Check out the situation. Don't give them a day to get it together or 5 or 6 hours to just show up. Oh, hey guys. I hate that. That's why these parents keep these so-called parents keep getting away with this shit. You got these situations like that. Yeah, I'm looking in the chat. I don't see nobody put a one yet, so that means they ain't never heard of it. But they do it down south. You go to Georgia and Florida, some parts of I think Mississippi and Alabama, they do that dumb shit. Yeah, this is crazy. What's going on, Wade 76?
Prevented.
We talked to neighbors today who told us they called the police repeatedly about violence they both heard and saw.
My first report was on November, after Thanksgiving, when we first started hearing incidents. We've been hearing beating, sounds like a fist hitting a hand, for the past 2 weeks.
Y'all heard that, right? Past 2 weeks. They've been hearing this. They've been hearing this little girl getting spanked, demolished, and no one, I mean no one, from CPS or nothing bust in and took her from the home. Call the cops. The cops say the same thing. We got to get child protective services. You call child protective. I'm going through this right now in the situation me and my wife is in for a little girl. They'll go, well, we got the case over for 30 days. We're giving the family a chance. They're always giving them a chance. Quit giving these fool people chances. They got multiple calls on them. It's like when you do with criminals. Yeah, that bail reform shit, it's not working. Stop this. These people not going to change. They do not love their kid. If they did, their kid would not be getting in your ear. Their name would not be in your ear every 5 seconds. You have neighbors saying, I'm hearing them get beat. Don't play this shit again. Because maybe I was hearing it wrong. We'll play it one more time.
They both heard and saw.
My first report was on November, after Thanksgiving, when we first started hearing incidents. We've been hearing beating, sounds like a fist hitting a hand, for the past 2 weeks. I would say more like 50 or 60 hits like that.
Gabriel Granado and his fiancée, Gabriela Iturbe, live next door to Jose Ruiz at the Henry B Apartments. Ruiz is the boyfriend of Katrina Mendoza, Mercedes' mother. Ruiz and Mendoza have been arrested in connection with the girl's violent death, the police say involved beatings and torture.
I called police several times, and I was and especially that last time was Saturday morning, and I called the operator and asked, I knew something was a little different this time.
Gabriel.
This woman's going to be traumatized for the rest of her life. She called the cops. They did the right thing. And it wasn't like these neighbors saw it and shut their mouths now. They did the right thing. They're trying to get help for this little girl. But again, CPS in the US of A is so fucked up. They wait till the child is dead on arrival, and then they want to do their investigation. Then they want to go to the DAs and do all this art time. Quit that shit. Do what you're supposed to do. I miss the old school CPS, the one that used to take kids out the home and make you work back for them. Y'all remember the 90s CPS? They didn't have this shit they had now. They stopped that because they had these soft ass liberals talk about, oh, you can't be taking these children for their mama. They poor and stuff. You gotta help them people. And they fell for that shit. Stop that. It's time to start making these parents work, man. You can't take care of your children? Okay, we're going to show you better than we can tell you. We're just going to snatch them out the home, and you're going to put in that work. Hell yeah. Exactly. CPS always been woke. They've been woke now ever since the mid-90s, when Clinton got into damn power, talking about all this bullshit, man, when they had the crime stuff going on. People talking about, oh, you always taking care of taking my child away from me. During the crack era. Yeah, I'm saying it. During the crack era, they were doing their job. They were taking children away, and they were making sure children had safe homes. But then all of a sudden, you get wokians like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. Oh, don't you do that. You gotta help the baby with them. They don't want to do it no more. They don't want to do their fucking job. They're gonna wait till the baby's dead, and then that's when they want to do it. Oh, she's dead now, guys. Let's start the investigation. Fucking jackasses, bro. Oh, sorry.
I called police several times, and I was and especially that last time was Saturday morning, and I called the operator and asked, I knew something was a little different this time.
Gabriela says she witnessed a previous incident when Mendoza was physically abusive to her daughter in the apartment parking lot.
She physically kicked her to the side, and of course we called, and it wasn't the only time.
Repeated calls did not result in the
Y'all heard that, right? Kicked her child. Who kicks a 5-year-old? You are an adult. Why are you kicking a 5-year-old? Damn. I understand if you spank them a little bit with your hand and tap them a little bit, make them sit down and straighten up. If that's the type of place you from, or you know that how you raised, or you say, well, I'm taking away your toy time. You're gonna learn today. You keep whining, you're not gonna get this or that. You're gonna, whatever your discipline format is, but you don't kick no damn child. You a grown person kicking a 5-year-old. See, man, This is why I'm so glad today, Father, that I don't have no baby mama drama. Because I'm telling you now, if I had a baby mama like this, and I would have even heard the first sign of that, yeah, yeah, she gonna learn today. Put it that way. She gonna learn today. Her and old boy, they gonna learn today. Wow. Kicking a 5-year-old, and you a grown ass person. Dang.
Child being removed from the home.
We did call the police. We did what we could. We did what we were to report. I lost faith.
The neighbors tell us the abuse escalated in recent days, prompting the final call to the police.
Look at the broken glass, y'all. This is what it is in Blackistan. This is abusive like signs right here. CPS will walk and see some shit like that and act like everything's hunky dory. This is why we have a fucked up CPS system. I'm gonna speak out on it. Cause like I said, I'm experiencing it right now. You can go to a house that has no water, no lights, and CPS. All you gotta tell CPS is, "Oh yeah, I got candles right here." Oh, water? Oh, I can go to my neighbor's house and get water. They won't even. They'll just pass it up. Yeah, man, that's what it is. You know why nothing ain't gonna happen to on Lucky Sport? Because this is a new America, man. This is woke America. Only time people worry about you is when you die. That's when investigations open. But while you alive and you asking for help, it's fuck you. But then they want to know why we talk about the right to bear arms. I'm just saying.
They sent somebody within 15 minutes, but they didn't answer the door, so they didn't do anything. I cried.
Relatives also tell us today they reached out repeatedly to both the police and Child Protective Services, but were not able to get the agencies to remove the child.
It's really upsetting knowing that you tried and you couldn't do anything to change it.
We reached out to both the police and CPS today to get their response to the complaints from both neighbors and relatives. They didn't respond to our.
Well, you know why CPS ain't going to respond? Because CPS don't want to do their fucking job. They want to wait till they dead. You'll never hear CPS break down to you why they don't do their fucking job. They'll never come up here and say, well, they always tell you to report it, though. Why should I report this shit and you let the child stay in the fucked up environment? Police can't do but so much. They can get CPS involved, but CPS has the final say. That's what I learned from the police officers themselves. So that's why they're like, my hands are tied. And it's sad. It really is. Social workers, y'all got all this influence and all this power, but yet y'all don't use it for shit. I'm just being real. That's why we got so many abused children every year dying. Let's look at the stats of how many abused children died this year and last year. probably gonna make us be surprised here. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to get a concise number because but anyway, let's look at the stats for 2020. Do you know that almost 5 children die each day from abuse and neglect in the United States? That's an increase from where it used to be 3 children a day. You know, that's horrifying. That is horrifying. And guess who also are being abused the most? 7 out of 1,000 Hispanic children are being abused in the nation right now. 150,673 cases was reported in 2020 of child abuse between the ages of 2 and 5, guys. That's sad. That's sad. This is just heartbreaking. And we haven't talked about the deaths. How many have died? We don't. Let's look how many died. And out of all of that, in 2020, 1,713 kids died of abuse. Out of all those reports, you can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this up. Jesus.
Our interview request. Back to you, Robert.
Thank you, Jim. It's a question many are now asking. Could this heartbreaking death have been prevented? News 4 troubleshooter Jay Avila continuing our team coverage. He's looking at whether state and local agencies should be held accountable. Jay.
Well, Robert, first of all, we spoke at length with SAPD today on the phone, even checked in with Chief McManus. Different story from them. They searched their dispatch center and have no record they've ever responded to child abuse reports at the couple's known addresses. But the couple moved around so much, it's unclear right now why there's no record of those calls.
You know, that's sad. Now they saying, oh, we ain't got no records. Put a one if y'all believe that shit. Put a one if you believe that. And if they don't got no records and the people saying they called, that lets us know that somebody in 911 dispatch is not doing their job. That means San Antonio, you are so woke that y'all need to revamp your whole strategy in life. Yeah, we don't remember. Magically so. Anything to keep from getting sued, right? Oh, we don't recall getting them calls. But yet, y'all said they have several complaints. So which one is it? Somebody called somewhere. The police just said they came out. The people said they saw the police come out. Why would these people get on TV and lie? You think these people were that bored? That what you trying to say? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Child Protective Services, though, confirms the family was in their system. CPS told me it has taken the 6-year-old sister into foster care, but cannot comment further on little Mercedes' death until their investigation is further along. That will likely be 30 to 45 days. I requested an interview with Commissioner Jamie Masters, who oversees CPS at the Texas Department.
Always a son woman behind this bullshit. Every time. There's always a son woman. I don't know what it is, man. I think we're cursed for failure. So you mean to tell me that you seeing these cases come at your desk and you couldn't stop this? That means, I guess, because it wasn't gonna get you an award this year, maybe it wasn't gonna get you a raise. Man, you can't make this shit up.
Commissioner Jamie Masters, who oversees CPS at the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, but her office did not respond. Her office has presided over a troubling trend.
Match the numbers I talked about, right? Remember the numbers I just told you about? Abuse that have been reported in the U.S. in 2020. This is already 2021. 5,641. What? What happened? What happened? What caused this? Remember when the summer of love followed by the pandemic? Everybody has been losing their marbles in their household since. How many reports have we seen that we've done on this channel where people have deleted themselves after deleting their family? How many reports have we done where people just go on a rampage and go after their bosses or people that they're angry with because they're doing better than they are? That's why it's so high. That's why you got 200 extra. 2019, not so much. 2020, we started feeling the pandemic. 2021, we still was feeling the pandemic. And these is all in these woke cities, in country, in counties, bro, in states. Well, I know Texas ain't a woke state, but in these woke cities, in the county, they'll do anything to keep shit low key. And it just hurts the American people. You're right, Wade. Say it again, Wade. That's what it's like. Trusting CPS is as safe as leaving your kids with a Catholic priest that you ain't done no damn research on. Let's continue.
Here in Bexar County, we had 5,641 child abuse victims in 2021, an increase for the third straight year. Two of the most outspoken leaders on child abuse happen to be running against each other right now for county judge, former district judge Peter Sakai and former state rep Ina Minjares.
It's heart-wrenching to me because as much as we are trying to do our part to
Shout out for Dagger for the super chat, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother. And this is real right here. This is real. Now, hopefully, maybe if she has started change, if she's really serious about this, we can get other communities to do this in these other states. Because this is a problem. Look how bad of a problem this is. This is a very, very scary problem. Children are dying at a very alarming rate. And none of these CPS officials are not looking at it. And y'all, this is not just 5-year-olds either. You got kids as age as my baby boy in there, 17 right now, going through child abuse. And no one giving a shit. This is what it is. They don't care. It's heart-wrenching, man. And you're right. Some of these people do this for, they use their child as a check. I get some food stamps. I get some Medicaid. I get some WIC. I get this. I get that. And they don't give a shit. I mean, it's serious. It's real serious talk.
To fund the system, to add funding, critical funding to prevention, and then revamp the foster care system, you know, we still aren't meeting the mark.
We can't have caseworkers that are just distressed because of the underpay. We can't have caseworkers that basically are unable to keep up with the load and subsequently have turnover. That is still problematic at Child Protective Services.
It's a week that has shaken the Alamo City.
I'm sorry. It's an emotional time.
This week, we've reported on 3 separate cases of horrific child abuse. 2 young children, 12-year-old Danilo Coles and 5-year-old Mercedes Lozoya, are now dead. Their siblings immediately going into CPS.
And they all by the hands of a baby mama terrorist with a simp-ass boyfriend every damn time. And the fathers are nowhere to be located in these situations. Goes back to what we talk about on this broadcast. The nuclear family is what we need to stop this nonsense. If you men out here will quit dropping it into these crazy ass women and fucking sit back and ask yourself, when I drop this in there, am I going to be responsible enough to take care of this shit and go through the rigmarole to protect what is mine? Then you don't need to be dropping it in there without the proper contraceptives. And you know I ain't lying. A lot of you dudes don't give a shit. Y'all just want to have a good and that's it. But then when shit like this happens, y'all ghost. Or when you do get caught up, you're crying. I tried everything I can. This shit, no, you didn't. You didn't try shit. Because if you did try, your ass would have been on the grind. If that was your child and people seeing you working 2 damn jobs, almost 3, to get your child back, somebody would come to you and say, brother, I got you. I got you. I will put a can here with a picture of your child. We gonna raise the money. Go to this church right here. We gonna tell the pastor. We gonna raise the money. See, y'all don't think like that. Nah, none of you busters think like that. Because some of y'all too damn good to do that. Because you know as soon as you get that child, you got to be a goddamn parent. You don't want to.
Care.
These kids have seen and experienced things that none of us could even fathom.
Former CASA Vice President Yolanda Valenzuela says the surviving children will need help moving forward.
To be that young and to say your 5-year-old sister is no longer with us, I've had to do it, and it's very difficult.
CPS tells us they do provide counselors for the children taken into their custody. Valenzuela adding they will likely need it throughout their adult years.
I know some kids that I had on my case, it's 20 years ago, today, and they're 25 years old, 27 years old, and they're still in counseling.
Melinda Charles and Mary Beth Fisk both work with children who have experienced traumatic situations. They say any horrific experience can leave a lasting impact, so getting help is important.
Kids still grow up with a lot of trauma and even PTSD.
That's why I go so hard like I do. I went through PTSD with some of the stuff my older cousin did to me. What up, bro? When I was a kid, I talked about it in my bio. You know what I'm saying? I'm a victim of that. I'm a victim of being violated as a child. And when you go through that, man, it eats at you. That's why I'm such an advocate for children. Because I don't want no child to go through this shit. Because it affects you when you're an adult. You know, you sometimes I have anxiety about certain things, man. You know, sometimes I question myself. I'm good enough as a parent because of what I've went through and what I've experienced. I mean, people just don't understand this shit. Like, this is real. You can't wait till the child is literally dead, and now you want to go up here and do research. What could have done better? What's wrong? What happened? Man, get the hell out of here. What happened is y'all failing these kids. Y'all failing them. You don't want to deal with this case. You want to pick and choose your cases. Oh, this is an easy case. They ain't never had too much trauma. Ooh, I gotta do some research. I can't do that. And this is where we at. It's horrendous.
That's long lasting.
Unfortunately, for some of our children, they've experienced trauma over and over again. So it's laying down layers.
Layers of trauma, former state investigator Carrie Wilcoxon says can be stopped.
Do not surrender your role as a parent to your boyfriends. Embrace your role as a mother.
Shout out to the lady that said embrace your role as a mother. I'm quite sure she's trying to do the best she can and trying to be that positive enforcer force. But honey, we are in brown Blackistan, Blackistan. You cannot inspire these baby mama terrorists unless you giving them free ass shit. Yeah, I said it. You can't. The reason why these baby mama terrorists relinquish their rights to their boyfriend because they don't want to deal with the child they damn self. They hate that child. That child reminds them of the one that into them and it choose them. Or because that child ain't getting them as much money as they wanted it. And then after that happens, when they get caught, that's when they go and shift the blame on the dude, the simp. He did all that. I was scared for my life. I didn't know what to say. I was so no, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. You laying with him every night. You holding him tight, doing all the damn stuff that you do to a simp. So don't give me that shit. You wanted that done. You was enjoying seeing that little person that you created getting tortured because you're a piece of shit. This is what it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Exactly, none of your business. As long as you overcome. That's what I'm saying. And that's what's so sad about these children here. These children here don't got no shot. They get abused and they die. And in this era here, it ain't the era like you came up with, Miss Dunya, and these other ones. See, the other eras that we came up, they had a little bit of a heart. They abused to an extent. They had a little bit of a stoppage. Not not this generation. They want to kick the kid. They want to slam the kid. They want to do all this crazy stuff to the kid. And then when they go, and then finally they don't know what to do with the body. They want to wait till the damn kid dead and go to the hospital to help my child. Oh, I don't know how that happened. Now you don't know. Child is messed up, bruised up, fractured up. You don't know how it happened. And you get in the interrogation room and they threaten to put your ass in the jail cell. All of a sudden you got a memory, amnesia that went away. Now you know what's going on. Yeah, it was my boyfriend. He did all this. I never done any of that. Man, stop that shit. Baby mama terrorists, man. That's what they do. That is what they do. But anyway, y'all get in the comment section and tell me what y'all think about little Mercedes LaSoya, man. This is a very tragic story. Again, this is just to go to show y'all that this is what we're facing. That the Blackistan experience is also in Brownsville, aka not Brownsville, Texas. If you don't believe me, it's also in Glacier White Valley. It's everywhere. And you're right. Section 8 is a motivator. Section 8 has been a disaster for people of color. I mean, I can say Caucasian has done took their advantages with it too, but not as bad as our other folks. They have used Section 8 like it's a resource. You should not use Section 8 as no damn long-term resource. That should be a temporary resource to get out and get the hell on. Please like, share, and subscribe, y'all. I'm finna go up here and finish up with the second show. I'm out.